Welcome to Sailing Avanti. We are Gerard and Jacqueline, sailing our 41-foot monohull Avanti around the world from Cape Town, South Africa.
Our last morning in Kunayala. The last month has been like things dreams are made of. But just as the sun rose, we set sail west and are heading for Panama mainland. First, Linton Bay, and then off to Shelterbay, right next to the Panama Canal. First, we have to motor through the reefs and past the wrecks. This wreck was supposed to be full of rum, and when the captain realized that they were taking on water, he ran it straight onto the reef to save the special cargo.
We had to head straight into the swell and the wind to get through the reefs before we could start sailing, and the swell was a bit larger than we expected.
We've got another one!
We initially thought it might be a tuna, but after reeling the fish in, we saw that it was a very decent sized Spanish mackerel, the biggest one we've caught thus far.
And another one! We've got a big tuna! Woohoo!
We just put the fishing lines out again after we caught the mackerel, and we've got a blackfin tuna. Very decent size one. With the same lure, so the Panama fish like the pink ones.
Fish number 3 for the day. This is great. Is it off? I can't see it. Yeah, it's there.
Got a little skipjack. I just put this small rod out with a very small lure just for fun, and we just released it. A bit small to eat.
Fish number 4. This is crazy. Is it a small one? Yeah. It's probably the same skipjack again. No man. It was a successful day on the water fishing wise, and we're coming close to Linton Bay now. We can start seeing the masts of the marina, and we'll be here until New Year's, we think, if it's not too rolly. There's some big waves out here, but I don't know how protected the anchorage is. We'll see. Our first night and morning was very rolly, and I wanted off the boat as soon as possible. With our garbage and dirty laundry, we set off to the dock. There is a lady that can do laundry in the marina. It's pretty pricey, but we were out of everything. We had a walk through the hard and had a look of some of the massive yachts. Then we walked to town in search of a supermarket. A nice walk, but the veggie truck that comes to the marina almost daily had better prices and nicer options.
Although the marina is out here in no man's land, they had a little restaurant and good Wi-Fi and everything one would need. With calmer weather, we decided to stay a few more days while we wait for our haul-out date in Shelterbay.
New Year's party, tuna barbecue.
New Year's Eve was a tuna braai with some fresh veg with our Aussie friends from Zen again. On my way to the dinghy dock here in Linton Bay, the dinghy, well, on my way back I just picked up the laundry. The dinghy made some weird noises, so I thought it was maybe running out of fuel because the engine was like hunting almost. But when I got back to the boat, there was a lot of leaves. And it looks like some fiber rope or something that was caught in the prop. So I've taken most of it off, but I'm just going to take the propeller off to make sure everything's out on the inside, that we don't get damage or get it jammed up. Well, at least all looks clean, so I think I've managed to take everything out. So yeah, nothing stuck inside, or doesn't look like the seal is damaged, so that's good news. We are about to pull up the anchor in Linton Bay. So we've only spent a handful of nights here, but it's actually a really nice bay just for a stopover on your way to Cologne. It can get a little bit rolly if you out anchored at the back, but it's livable, especially if you're only a few nights. And there is like a few restaurants. We were here over New Year's, so it was quite quiet and most of the things were closed, but a nice restaurant and a grocery store close by. So yeah, a worthwhile stop. And we are on our way to Cologne this morning. It's about 30 nautical miles. So we plan to anchor outside the marina where we are going to be hauled out. So yeah, the last stretch before we take Avanti out of the water. Shelterbay is about 30 nautical miles away, and we had about 15 to 20 knots of wind speed. Thus it only took us 5 hours to get there. Hopefully this is the last time we'll be sailing with our old mainsail, and that our new one will be here before we cross the Pacific. With larger than predicted swell, we always keep the boom preventer in place. And after we jibe, the term used when you put the stern of the boat through the wind to change direction, I go forward to move the boom preventer to the opposite side of the boat. This is to prevent the boom from swinging and hitting us or causing harm to the boat itself.
As we get closer to Colón and the Caribbean side of the Panama Canal, we can see more and more cargo ships.
We are approaching the entry to the Panama Canal. First we'll just go to Shelterbay, but yeah, the traffic here is crazy, especially for a sailboat. It doesn't have that much maneuverability depending on the wind direction. So I've never seen so many AIS targets on the AIS and so many ships anchored and moving and we're not even inside yet. So we're about 7 or 6 nautical miles from the breakwater. So we have requested to go in, but yeah, ships all over the place.
And go into Shelterbay Marina for the next 2 nights at least, and then on to the Voyage.
Join us next week as we haul out Avanti and prepare her for our longest ocean crossing of 4,000 nautical miles. Please remember to subscribe or like and comment to help us grow. Thank you to our Patreons who support the making of these videos. You can join them by clicking on the link in the description below.